Hello and welcome to the first overview lecture in this course, AI for Problem Solving Excellence. So in this particular section, we will give you an overview of how can you use AI for excellence in problem solving. And we will begin by taking a look at how can you use AI to build excellence in problem solving. So let's take a look at that. So, how do you think you can use AI for excellence in problem solving? Any thoughts? Using AI to build excellence in problem solving involves leveraging its capabilities to enhance how individuals or teams define problems, generate insights, evaluate options, and implement solutions. So, the full spectrum of work. And there is a structured approach that we will talk about. We will talk about the many pillars that you can implement in using AI to solve problems at individual as well as organization levels. So the first pillar is to identify the problem and frame it. Now, AI can help clarify what the problem is, why does it exist, and how it affects the stakeholders. Now, what are the tools and techniques you can use in doing that? So there is text mining and NLP to analyze customer complaints, surveys, or reports to spot recurring issues, recurring problems. You can also use AI chatbots to collect and cluster the pain points from end users. And another technique is the anomaly detection in data you can use using machine learning to identify unusual patterns. What would be a good example of identifying problem and framing it? You use an AI powered dashboard to scan help desk tickets and highlight the top complaint category. That would be an example of problem identification and framing. Then the second thing that you do, second pillar, is the root cause analysis of excellence. Now, AI helps uncover underlying causes by processing vast amounts of structured and unstructured data. And what are the tools and techniques that you can use? So there are machine learning models, to correlate input of the data variables with the undesired outcomes. You have undesired outcomes, things that you don't want, that are your problems. Now, with using machine learning, you can correlate to this the input data using an algorithm, right? You can determine this function of X, the model. Then there are causal inference engines like DoWhy and Causal Next to simulate what if scenario. What will happen if I do this? And then there are knowledge graphs to map dependency to and relationship between components. And an example of root cause analysis would be, using AI to discover what delivery delays are due to more vendor issues or internal processes. So is it more an issue of a vendor versus internal processes? And understanding that and coming to conclusion would be a good example of the root cause analysis. The third big thing is creative idea generation. AI boosts, divergent thinking and supports brainstorming with fresh perspectives. And what are the kind of tools you can use? You can use generative AI, of course, that is Chat GPT, Cloud, Gemini, to simulate multiple solution approaches. So you can generate ideas. And then you can use design thinking bots to guide user through stages of empathy, ideation, and prototyping. And use idea clustering AI to group similar suggestions from a team to identify the themes or topics of the solution. An example of this would be, asking ChatGPT to generate 10 alternative ways to solve a logistic bottleneck. So that would be a rundown on creative idea generation. Then you need to evaluate and make decisions. You know, now AI improves the quality and speed of evaluating options. And the kind of tools that you can use, the techniques you have, decision support systems that use predictive analytics to simulate outcomes. Then you have multi-criteria decision analysis, MCDA tools powered by AI to rank your options. And then there are recommender systems to suggest best course of action based on the historical success. And then in a good example of this will be, AI ranking potential marketing campaigns by ROI, forecast, cost and time to implement. So the next thing would be to look at is prototyping and testing. And here AI accelerates rapid experimentation and feedback loops, both. And the kind of tools you can use are like AI simulation environment to test solutions in virtual environments like supply chain, traffic flow, etc. Also, you can use digital twins to mirror real world systems and test interventions safely in a simulated environment. And then there are A/B tools testing, that you can do with integrated with AI for faster learning and optimization. And a good example of this would be, using AI to simulate customer behavior in response to different pricing strategies. So like this, you can prototype and test your options. Right. So having tested and prototype, you are now ready to implement and make continuous improvement, right? And there AI ensures that the implementation is tracked, measured, and refined. So tracking, measuring, and refinement is the part of implementation through AI. Now, what are the tools that you can use there? There are project management AI tools like Notion AI, Asana AI to assign tasks and flag delays. Then there are NLP tools to summarize progress made and the progress reports. And then there are AI-powered retrospectives to analyze what worked and what did not and the recommended improvements. And a good example of this would be, AI identifying recurring project delays due to resource under allocation and recommending staffing changes. So that's how the implementation and continuous improvement can be done using AI. Then you can also use AI to develop human problem solving excellence itself. Now, AI can coach, tutor, and feedback engine, can be your coach, tutor, and feedback engine. And what are the kind of tools and techniques you can use? You can use AI driven simulators for real life scenarios like business simulations, negotiation role plays, etc. Also, you can do personalized learning paths using AI to improve logical thinking, system thinking, and creativity. And there are AI feedback agents to review human decisions and provide improvement tips. And a good example of this would be an AI coach gives feedback on how a user approached a decision and suggests a more structured process. So let's summarize the AI tools by stages of the decision making. So in the problem identification stage, you can use NLP and clustering. An example of this would be to analyze complaints to spot key issues. In the root cause analysis, you have machine learning and causal inference as tools which can correlate variables with outcomes. Then in the idea generation stage, you have tools like generative AI, design thinking to brainstorm the new solutions. And then you evaluate options in that stage you can use tools like predictive analytics, recommender systems to simulate outcomes for each option. And then you test and prototype, and in that stage you can use simulators, digital twins to run virtual trials. And finally you can implement your solutions using AI PM tools and NLP summaries, and with which you can monitor execution and automate reports. And finally, you can learn and improve using AI coaches, feedback tools to train problem solving skills of yourself and your team. So, what is next? So, in the next one, we will start taking a look at case studies. There are three case studies we will talk about in next three lectures. Real world case studies showing how organizations have used AI to build a problem solving excellence across businesses, operations, and humans. Right. So that's what we will do in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture, first overview lecture. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.